There's one. Guys, that's 4 bass off of this. On these rainy days, guys, that Crush 25X rarely lets me down. Oh, dang, that might be a good one. Yeah, that's a good bass. That sneaky spin is gone. Oh, guys, I think I got a nice bass on the tiny glide. Just caught the biggest fish of the day on the tiny glide, guys. What? There's one. There's one, guys. What is it? Little largie on the square bill. That's a starter fish for us. We're out here getting rained on, but look who's back. We got Oakley, the fish finding GSP in the boat. Got a crankbait on, got a rainy day, and we're gonna try to catch a few bass this morning. That one just flipped out of my hands, guys, before I could turn the camera around, but I'm throwing just a little Academy 1/4 ounce square bill that does have a little bit of a rattle in it. 2 to 4 feet, 6 pound Seeger red label actually today on my Sioux Dark Wolf and my Sioux Dragon. And that fish was super warm. Air temp today is probably still in the low 70s. This morning water temp is still 80, but that's good because it's cooled down about 8 to 10 degrees since the last time I was here. It's rained the last 2 days. Hopefully we can get on some fish. It's just off and on. Like, it's honestly gonna start coming down again pretty good, but we're just gonna brave the rain and see what we can catch. There's something. What is that? I think we got us another bass. Yep, here's number 2. He's a little bit bigger than the last one. All right. So it's not raining hard enough to where the back camera's gonna get ruined. So I'll go ahead and put it on now. Another one on the old Academy square bill there. Not very big, but again, we're on a couple fish this morning, so that's good. I think this rain's just gonna have them scattered, so I'm just gonna be running and gunning all day, I think. Unless I put together a little bit of a pattern, I'll try to fish some similar areas. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be running around and slinging some moving baits. The water feels hot still compared to outside. Fish, guys. Might be decent too. What is that? Oh, it's a freaking largie. Another one. It's good to see him back on the rocky banks, guys, because it's been a long time since I've been able to come out and just crank some wind-blown rock and catch fish. This morning might be the morning. Don't get me wrong, nothing huge yet, but big plus over what it's been for me recently. I guess we did get on a few crankbait fish last trip out, but it wasn't anything to write home about. Ooh. Little white bass came up and swiped it. That's a good sign. When these little guys start coming around shallow, guys, that's a good sign. That is a very small white bass for here. If y'all are new to the channel, you may have not seen me catch many of these, but this is a very small white bass for here. For reference, that's an 11-inch white bass. I catch white bass that are 16 inches out of this lake. So that is a miniature one, guys. And also, for those who may have not been following for a long time, this is the boat you'll see me in much of the fall. I have a little Grizzly 1448 2020 tracker. There's something. Oh boy. What is that? I think it's a bass. I think it's a bass. Might be a pretty good one. So I got broke off on the little Academy square bill, so put on a Crush 25 MD. Y'all have seen that a bunch if you've been watching the channel a while, but that one's got a 4 to 7 foot diving bill on it. Pearl white on this lake is always money. There's fish number 4. Fish. Oh boys. That might be a good bass. What is that? Oh, we're gonna have to go get that. He is running. But it is very, very big, whatever it is. Oh my goodness. That was huge. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you fish little bait shallow. Sometimes you run into those big guys. Got a hook in his tail and it was game on. That is a very big, nasty fish. Huge. There's one. Something little. Snagged a big old shad. Good grief. The bait is up shallow today, which always works to my advantage. Ooh, that's a bass too, I think. Yep. Man, we're getting on him. It's a little guy, but just a little squeaky guy there. But bass number 5. Had one just get off on me, and it was on this bait too. One of the best trips that I ever had out here on this lake. Crush 25X in Black Magic, that exact same bait and pattern. Oh, I do. I got one. I think it's a pretty nice one too. He swirled on it. Oh, that's why. Another species. Drum buddy. Little drum buddy. Got something little, guys. I think it's another dinky bass. You know what though? We're catching numbers for the first time in a while, so can't be too upset. Fish. What we got there? It's because it's a catfish. Channel cat. Good grief. Multi-species. Little bitty channel on that Crush 25, guys. That's something small, guys. Little bass again. That's alright. Decided I'm going to try to fish it one more time on the way back. Got a little guy. Dang it. That might be a big drum. Yeah, that's a drum. That big drum ate it. I didn't snag him. Jared, if you still watch my videos, here you go, man. That one looks like a redfish. You see the tint of him? Looks like we're down on the coast. It's a very ugly redfish, but it still kind of looks like one. Golly, right when I cast it in, guys. It's another pipsqueak, but I'm still taking. Oh, it's a spot. Good looking spotted bass. Look. There's a white egret right there. All the spots that I've pulled up on, that I've caught fish on, have had those white egrets hunting on the bank for bait. So they're showing me where the bait is, I guess, and there's a bunch of these little bass just out there teeing off on it. There's one. Another little one, I think. Well, beggars can't be choosers, and the spotted bass are over here. They are shallow again, so let's be just very grateful, guys. There's one. That one might be better. Guys, that's 4 bass off of this spot. Oh yeah, and that's a pretty good one. And I lost my daggum last black magic that I had. And I regret to say that I got broke off. I got pinned up against the bank in the shallow water, like I'm gonna get right now. That was pretty unfortunate, but look at that. There's a keeper size bass. The one that broke me off was probably like a 3.5 or 4 pounder. I did get to see him surface. He surfaced behind me as he was under the boat, but I turned around and was able to get a glimpse of it at least. And I saw him as it ate it up against the bank too. It was a pretty dang good one, but we're gonna try to have a short memory on that. On these rainy days, guys, that Crush 25X rarely lets me down. Probably is my favorite small crankbait. There's one. That might be a bigger bass, guys. What the heck is that? Oh man, big flathead. That's sweet. Let's get him in the net. Man, everything's up shallow eating these shad. Got him. Cool. Y'all, I was hoping that was going to be some redemption on that big bass, but I'll take that flathead on that Crush 25. That is a good looking flathead, y'all. Such cool fish, flathead are. Got one, guys, on the CMT 10. There we go. Spotted bass. Yep. New bait. Y'all have seen me catch on this one before though. That is the Ark CMT 10, 5/16, 7 ounce. Dives down to 10 feet on light line, guys. I'm fishing a much steeper, like main lake point right here. Got one, guys, on the CMT 10 down there pretty deep. Pretty deep. Pretty good bass. A little bit too big to boat flip. Not bad. I like that crankbait, man. Not as much as my Black Magic Crush 25, but I like that crankbait. Got him out of about 7 feet off of this point right there. Healthy though, he has a belly on him. That's good to see. Oh, guys. I think I got a nice bass on the tiny glide. It is. It's a nice bass on the tiny glide. I gotta keep him out of that. Don't. Just caught the biggest fish of the day on the tiny glide, guys. I got 2 of the tungsten pinweights in there, one right under the nose and then one under the mid body right there. It's fallen at a pretty good rate. I can fish it right there in the middle of the water column, and I was just chopping it. That one put up a heck of a fight on that 6-pound sunline, my Dobbin 701C Sierra, and that reel is my Ark Gravity BFS. Guys, another one on the tiny glide. Oh, cool. Whoa. Beautiful little sunfish on that tiny glide in the lake, y'all. I thought it was another bass. It hit it so hard. Oh, guys, something else on the tiny. What did I get? No way. I caught a catfish on the tiny glide. Another channel cat. Wow. My back's still not quite full throttle yet, guys. So bending down to get them out of the water isn't the easiest. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be another bass. I just cast out there. I didn't even get a chance to turn my camera on. I got something else on the tiny, and it does not feel small at all. Oh no, it's not something big. A catfish kind of fouled himself and wrapped himself up in that thing. You're just covered in goo. I don't even think he has a hook in him. He's literally just lassoed in the line. I'm just gonna have to cut that and retie. I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently channel cat love the tiny glide. Good grief, guys. There's another gorgeous long ear. There's another species, guys. Green sunfish. Lake green sunfish. Oh my goodness. Guys, what is that? I got something huge on the tiny glide. Dang it. Oh man, that's another species on it though. Freaking mega. God, it choked it too. Oh, that had my heart going so much. I thought I had like a 5-pound bass. Dude, that thing choked the tiny glide. Holy crap. It's gone. Completely gone. That's 5 species on the tiny glide alone within a span of about 20 minutes. Hey, what's up?
What are you doing?
It's still on the lake. The bite's actually pretty good. We've been getting soaked all day though. Ooh, got one on the sneaky, guys. Oh dang, that might be a good one. I think that's a good bass. Yeah, that's a good bass. Woohoo! All right, that might be about the size of the one that broke us off. Maybe a little smaller. Sneaky spin, boys. This has been a heck of a trip. That sneaky spin is gone. That's another one of my favorite baits to throw on these dark, rainy, overcast days. A Great Lakes Finesse Sneaky Spin 3/16 ounce with the gold blade, and I've got the 6 Sense 2.7 Divine in the live shad color. I think we'll go home on that fish, y'all. Well, y'all, we wore them out on the crankbaits, we wore them out on the Tiny Glide, and we got rained on pretty much all day long. It started raining again. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we were out here all day. Started at about 8 a.m. and it is 3:30 right now. So we pretty much fished all day, but it was worth getting soaked because we caught a ton of fish. Let's go through how many species we caught, because I think that truly is the tale of the day. We caught largies, spots, white bass, long ear sunfish, green sunfish, drum, buffalo carp, channel catfish, flathead catfish. We caught 9 different species today on the bait finesse gear, and it was a blast. Another big highlight to the trip, the little tungsten weighted Tiny Glide, man. I can throw it on the lakes now. I can get it down deeper faster, and I teased a really good sized largie out back in a pocket between a dock and a rock wall, and I think I'm gonna be able to put quite a few fish in the boat this fall as they start to move up shallow and chase bait on that Tiny Glide, because it's just an action they've probably never seen before from such a small profile. But if y'all enjoyed this one as much as I did, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Talk with me down in the comments below. Check out the links to gear that I leave in the description above, as well as a link to the small baits and big fish measuring mat with my logo on there. If y'all want one, my email is in the description and y'all can get a hold of me about that. Also, check out the link to more bait finesse bass action in the pinned comment below. Please share this with a finesse loving friend and help me grow my channel. Help me get to that 3,000 subscriber mark by the end of this year, guys. But other than that, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all take her easy. We'll catch you on the next one. It is. It's a nice bass on the Tiny Glide. Oh, I gotta keep him out of that.